Hello, all. Happy Friday. Wow, what a day. What a day. Energies are thick. Thick. Beach was nice, though. It was a red flag day. And it was super windy, but great conversation and great company. Something just came to me. It was really quite an epiphany. So, in the last, year or so, throughout all of this, God's really helped me, hone in on learning how to pick my battles. Pick my battles. Meaning, sometimes there's just certain battles that are just not worth battling. They're just not. They're not worth going tit for tat. They're not even worth explanation. And they're not worth your time, and they're not worth your energy. They're just not. Because you're never going to win it. You're never going to win it with some people. If they don't carry an open mind, they don't carry reflection, and they don't carry a true nature of accountability, you're going to run into dead ends. You're going to run into dead ends. And it's just one of those things. It's a hard reality in this world because, well, given the circumstances, there's a lot of people that walk among us that want to be right. They want to be right. And given the circumstances of the reality that we all find ourselves in, sometimes there's just a time and place to give them that right that they want. Even though, maybe there's some skewedness there. Maybe there's some unfavorability. Maybe there's some imbalancing. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Because you just can't fight people's mentality and their methodical thinking. You can't. People are who they are. People see things how they see things. People understand things how they understand things. Everybody has walked a path in this world their own way. And they've been taught, they've had trials and tribulations, they have an understanding, they have childhood wounds, they have, systematic wounds, they have financial, everybody has a path, right? And in that path, you build your own wave of thoughts and your own emotional understanding. And because we find ourselves so often living in a world that runs on ego, that there's just certain battles that are just, they're not going to be won. They're just not. And I find so often enough, me before, it's like I just kept fighting this dead end. I just never got anywhere. And it was like, all right, fine. You right. Whatever you say is right. I'm not going to go back and forth with anyone or anything that doesn't have an open mind to receive a conversation and understanding the reality behind the truth. Because we all walk in truth. We all have an understanding based off the life we've lived here up until the point in the day, in that moment, in that conversation. And your views and my views might be completely misaligned. And you are seeing things one way and I'm seeing things another way. And so often enough, we find ourselves in conversations where it's really difficult sometimes to have open-ended conversations with people when they're not just at that place. And that's fine. That is completely fine for them. They're not there. And who knows, maybe there's some mishaps in your thinking. Maybe there's some mishaps in my thinking, right? And so often enough, I think we get lost in this going back and forth and these tit for tats and these, you're right, no, you're wrong, no, you're right, no, you're wrong. And it's a wasted time. It's a wasted space. It's a wasted energy. And so I've just learned to hone in on things and pick my battles. Half the time I ain't even gonna battle it. I'm gonna tell you you're right. because I just don't have the energy for it. I don't need to prove you right, and I don't need to prove myself right. I don't need to prove you wrong, and I don't need to prove myself wrong. It's at that point in a conversation, me personally, on my own beliefs and my own understanding, it's just a wasted conversation. When you find yourself at a place in a conversation with someone, anyone, where you've now landed in a position of a conversation where it's like you're now having to prove yourself right or prove yourself wrong or prove the other person right or prove the other person wrong. It's like, okay, now you've gone on and moved over to a level that's literally, you're not getting to a resolution. You're not getting to a solution, and now we're both just wasting our time, and we're both wasting our energy. And that doesn't serve neither of us. It doesn't serve neither of us. So it's like one of those things where you just have to kind of find that within your own rhythm and what works best for you. Like for me, my peace is so important to me. My peace is what saves me. It's what saves me. And by the grace of God, He has helped me be forged for this type of reality that I find myself in. You know, in reference to certain things, certain angles, certain conversations, certain whatever. In reference to just feeling like, okay, you're right. You believe you're right, and I believe that for you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. You know, if people don't want to have an open mind and understanding your side or seeing where you're coming from, then it's just not... It's a uphill battle that you're going to find yourself on this hill, and you're never going to get to that top. It's going to be a constant battle. And so you just need to release that and pick your battles. Pick your battles. And try to pick your battles based off what your energy is on, you know, based off what you feel is important to you. In that mere moment. Some people need the platform. Some people need the mic. Some people need to have that. And you should give that to them. There's no competition. Life is not designed to be competing. It's not designed to prove who's right and wrong and this and that. It's just not. And so you have the free will choice to decide if you're going to buy into that lifestyle, buy into that methodical thinking. It's just all free will. And what people need to understand is like your energy, your intentions, what you're thinking, the words that come out of your mouth, all of that weighs into you. It doesn't mere say affect so much the people around you, it affects you. And so you have to put that at the tippity top, you know, in reference to that. And I think that if we all honed in on just learning how to pick our battles and not allow your ego to take you down a road in reference to having to prove a point. And if you find yourself in conversations where there's a point that has to be proven, we'll give that to the other person. Because if they want to prove a point, allow them to prove it. Whether it's right or wrong, allow them to prove it. Like, okay, you're right. It's fine. Like, I mean, I'm over here just trying to survive. Trying to live. You know? Trying to be a parent, trying to be a friend, trying to be a daughter, given the circumstances. I'm trying to be a sister. I'm trying to be just a upholding American citizen. That's what I'm trying to do. That's at my full front. So what everybody else is working on, that's on their side. But those are the things that are important to me. Trying to be a child of God. And so... I'm going to meet you with humility. I'm going to meet you with humbleness. I'm going to give you the space that you want. Because I surely don't. I surely don't want it. And so it's just one of those things. I think when you totally hone in on just releasing your ego, it'll help you elevate. And just seeing the big picture. But a lot of these menial things, or a lot of these big issues within your world that seem really big are actually really small. They're actually really minute. Super minute. But I love you guys. Have a great evening.